What up, yo? Welcome to the Husband Show podcast where husbands band together and talk about love, life, and laughs. This is
Yes,
a
yes, yes.
this is the What Up Doe episode. That's not just a greeting in Detroit, but that's what
Exactly.
me and this guy are. We're Doughboys, Persian Doughboys, one of the most elite high schools in the city. Do you concur?
In this city, in this city, the
Yeah,
amazing blue and gold,
that's
the
right.
best that could
That's
ever
right.
be. One of the
That's right.
long-standing tenured high schools in the
Hmm.
city of Detroit, East 7 Mile and Ryan. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? Holding it down, Doughboys all
Hey.
day.
Oh, yay. Dope boy. So what up, though? All right.
What up,
So
though?
now me and John have come across a few things these last few hours of the day.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
mean, where you want to start? You want to start
It's
with
it's it's
Will
it's it's
or Diddy?
man, it's funny because even though they're in the limelight and their stories, especially Diddy is the most recent, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
Will, you know what I'm saying? Will has been in the limelight as of the last what 6, 7, 8 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah. And
saying? For
well,
the
and that's
from the
because of his wife
that's
or
because of his wife. That's
whatever.
because of the ant. That's because of the ant man. But it's funny because and it's just his where he is right now and where Diddy is right now. It's a lot going on. There's some things that we need to look at, do our own
Hmm.
internal
Hmm.
investigation, our own internal breakdown, our
That's right.
thoughts
That's right.
and
Because
processes as far as what's
they
going on.
are husbands and fathers. So I think
Yes,
we can
that's what
comment.
they
I
are.
think we can talk about this.
Yeah, we can talk. We definitely can talk about it, and just the way you treat your spouses as a whole from both sides, expectations and vulnerabilities and
That's right.
things that you share and things that you don't share,
Hmm.
and things that can get you in trouble and things that can help you stay out of trouble. So
Get you in big
it's a
trouble.
lot. It's a lot to unpack. Get big trouble,
Look,
legal
me and
trouble.
Troy always like to say, we can tell you how to do it fucking wrong, and if we tell you
Yeah,
how to do it wrong, that should tell you how to do it right.
yeah. Just do the opposite.
Bizarre
Just do the
world.
absolute bizarre, exact bizarre. Just do the absolute opposite of what I'm doing, and then
Hmm.
you'll be okay.
Right.
So let's start off with the old news first. You know what I'm saying? We
Old
talk about
news,
we
good
talk about
news.
with the Will with the whole Will Smith. But let's bag it up
Whoa,
just a little bit.
whoa.
Let's take it back a little bit and look at how this began. We can
Hmm.
start from the slap. We can start from the slap and also what Jada had to say about the slap, right? And the place that she said that her and Will were in,
Hmm.
when the slap occurred, and the things that were said that she thought was a shock because she was like, me and Will wasn't in that place, yada yada yada,
Hmm.
all the way up. We could take that and just creep all the way up to Brokeback Mountain.
Break a leg.
We can talk about clapback. Let me stop. Let me stop.
Dude,
Let me stop.
dude. Clap it up cheeks.
Clapback.
Okay,
Exactly.
so okay. Well, let's move forward a little bit because we got to tackle both of these things.
Yeah,
This
yeah, yeah.
dude, man, this ex assistant. What's his bag? What is he trying to do? What's his motives? Like,
Mhm.
what do you think? I got mine.
Okay, well, I feel everyone has a motive in some way, shape, or another when
Mhm.
you're giving information or receiving information in your actions. There's always a motive, and motives don't necessarily have to be negative.
Yeah.
The word motive just has a dark cloud that hovers around that word itself because
Right.
everyone feels like you're trying to get something out of something. You're trying to, what's the reason behind it? You're trying to be slick or trying to be
Hmm.
conniving, right? So the history with this young man is that he had been friends with Will for years and years upon years and years. There's photos of Fresh Prince all the way up with photos with Will Smith. That could tell you the length between how deep their friendship go from
Hmm.
Fresh Prince to Will Smith because it was Fresh Prince for the longest, and then he morphed into Will Smith when
Right. The
he started
actor.
to grow up. The actor he morphed into Will Smith, the actor. So there's a lot of there's a lot of foundation that goes with that aspect as far as the things that he's seen, the insight behind. He was his assistant. You know, he knows the family. Everybody knows him. So what that gives him is validation,
Mhm.
right?
So
He has history.
is he a person that was just in the industry and he found him, or was he actually like a friend of his before that, or a family friend or something?
I'm thinking from the stories that I get is that he was just a longtime friend of Will, you know, from back in the
Mm.
days, and then their friendship just grew. He became his assistant, and then you know how assistants are with people who need assistance and the things that they do. You know, plan, you know, appointments, engagements, making sure
Mhm.
that they're on, you know, do certain things with the media, or
A
talking
doodle
points, things of that nature. Yeah, he was like a gopher. Go for this, go for that, go
Mhm.
get this, go get that.
Mhm.
What they back to that Motisa. He's from the Motisa tribe.
Yeah, I think he was Mexican. Manuel Lebar.
Manuel Lebar. I don't know, you
Exactly.
gotta roll it. Manuel Lebar.
I
So
got
yeah,
that
so
roll
he you gotta roll it. He was so he has some credibility in some aspects of, you know, the things that he could have seen, things he could have witnessed, the things he could have heard, or the things he could, you know, passive information, this, that, and the third. So he starts to tell the story. You know, he was telling this one story that I heard him mention, you know, about Jada, and she said that Jada was so used to getting a
out.
baby arm,
Yeah, yeah,
the baby arm,
yeah.
that when she got the pinky,
Getting those sausage. Yeah,
getting the small sausage, when she got that vaina, she was used to that kielbasa, and then she ended up getting that vaina. So things got a little bit weird because I guess Pac was throwing
I
that
don't like this dude.
kielbasa.
Yeah, yeah, I don't like this dude because of the shit he's so comfortable talking about makes me not like it. Like if I saw him, because I know there's something cloudy for him. He trying to get, you know,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'll tell you in a minute. It's something else. But if I saw him, I'd be like, there go that bitch ass nigga. Like I don't like.
He's a band. He
Yeah,
is a band.
for real, man. Even if all this is true, and we don't know this motherfucker campaign,
Mm-hmm.
so just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's true. Even if it's true, what in the Sam Hill hell do any of us care if that man is
What?
gay? What the so fucking what?
And it's funny because I talk about that. This is me in general, right? What does one's sexuality have to do with how they are in public or how they are behind closed doors, how they perform their job, what type of friend they are, what type of, you know, op they might be, or whatever have you. What does your sexuality have to do with who you are as a person, and why does it need to be so identifiable? Why does it need to be saying, "Hello, my name is Peter, and I'm
Right.
homosexual, and I'm here to make sure that your appliances are working well"? What the hell? You see what I'm saying?
It-
That
It's like
message is
caring. It flip it. It's just like caring about heterosexual people being heterosexual. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to give a damn.
exactly, exactly. I don't walk
Now,
around as, you know.
a few moons ago, we probably didn't feel like this, or and the world
Mhm.
didn't feel like this. But now, don't nobody care about that, bro. Nobody.
Nobody gives like it's like as long as, and I looked at it from, you know, being, you know, having did 23 years in the military, and I was 30 or 30. I was part of the whole in the whole era of the don't ask, don't tell
Mm-hmm.
that Clinton started in
That's
the
when I went
military.
in.
Don't ask,
Yeah,
don't tell.
in the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, you can't talk about it. You can't ask nobody, and you can't tell nobody. Because back in those days, you know what I'm saying, in the late 90s, they were putting soldiers out of the military if they found
Mhm.
out
Yeah, that you
that
were
they were
homosexual.
homosexual. They were putting them out the army. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So a lot of people was like not even mentioning it, even though, you know, we've been around the world, we've been around a couple corners to where you can tell if somebody is that if that's their lifestyle. You can tell. Now it's not your position to ask.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be your position to assume, but a lot of times you can just tell by actions if that's a person's lifestyle. And there's nothing wrong with that. And the way I looked at it, if that was your lifestyle while I was in the military, as long as you shoot in the right direction when we're in
Yeah,
that
that's
foxhole,
all I need. That's right.
that's all I need to know. As long as you can do your job like the next
And,
person to the
and,
right and left from you.
and you know something else we got to get away from? I just thought about what you're saying. Saying it's a lifestyle. That's like saying us being heterosexual is a lifestyle. No, that's what the fuck we are. That's our
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
So I think we gotta. Anyway, we talk about some other shit. Anyway, that
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
What if Jada sent that dude? Think about it. If it's divorce time and she all in like that, she
Trying
throwing
to tarnish
everything
his
away.
legacy, trying to
Hmm.
tarnish his legacy.
Hmm.
Because it's things that he, you know, even till when she was telling the story about him and old boy, what's the guy's name?
Dwayne Martin. What's called his
Dwayne Martin,
ex-wife? Oops, ex-husband. Keisha Campbell.
ex-husband, Keisha Campbell's ex-husband. He said how he was running through the, I don't know where they were, and he was looking for Will and
Yeah,
checking
so
rooms and checking
disgusting.
drawers and calling out, and then he said he opened up the door and he had Will in the huckabuck.
He said he was giving that work.
Yes, he was putting in that. He was
He
giving
said
him that LD.
he said it was a massacre.
Yes, he said it was a massacre. The
He
words
said
that
he
he
was killing.
used.
And while he's sitting up there talking, and I'm just looking at him, man. I'm like, I don't like this nigga, man. Like, okay, you might be telling the world some salacious shit right now, and you know your girl,
Right,
she want that type of
right,
shit. I don't know
right,
why
right,
she hasn't
right, right.
learned, but I'm just looking at him like, even if this shit is true, so fucking what? You know how much stuff I have that I have to go to the grave with for some of mine, and they got to do the same for me. Like a couple of them are gone, so you're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you ain't got to worry about it. I'm keeping. Why would I go tell that my man is gay or I saw him get? Why would I? Bro, that's for you to
What's
do.
his benefit? What's his angle? What is his takeaway? You see what I'm saying? Because if it was for the money grab, then he could have went the blackmail route. Hey, I'm gonna leak this information. They got all these receipts. I'm saying this, that, and the third, and tarnish what you are.
Yeah.
But there's always a but. There's always been whispers
Mm-hmm.
about that camp,
Mm-hmm.
about that Smith camp. There's always
Yes,
been
sir.
whispers about,
Yeah.
they would say all these were swingers and they would
Yeah.
had multiple sex partners and they
Yeah.
did all this other kind of stuff. And like
Again.
again, it goes back to that's your business.
Yes.
But it becomes public business when you're at such a level of popularity.
Right.
And civilians live through the popularity
Oh yeah.
of the people who they love.
Oh
Or I
yeah.
wouldn't
Oh
say
yeah.
love, but people who they admire, the people who they watch,
Mm-hmm.
the people who are their fans of. You
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying? All that news is news to the common man.
Yeah.
And granted,
That's,
and it's not. And the funny thing is that it's not like the common man is not living through those same exact ways. Those identifiable stories. The common man lives through that
yeah.
exactly. And
Yeah.
but people feel that because they're millionaires, you know what I'm saying? They got all these TV shows and all these movies and all these records and all this other kind of stuff that their their issues that they may run across is different than the
Yeah.
common man because they got money. People with money got problems. It's like
Yeah.
people without money got problems.
More money, more problems. Big time.
Exactly. No money.
Yeah.
More money, more problems. No money,
Yeah.
more problems.
Big guy.
Yeah. So it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter who you choose to love or who you choose to do anything. But when you're in that, when you pay, that's the price of fame. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that way. That shouldn't be the norm. That shouldn't be the excuse to be in people's business like that. Well, that's the price for you. You want to be famous. The people
And
want to
this
know.
to be the world's punching bag, like that's not fair, man. That's fucked up. Like it
Yes,
really is.
man.
I mean, a lot of people say, man, they chose that life. They chose that life. Okay. I don't think they wanted to be fucking treated like this.
Exactly. Exactly. Because where it is, and just I have looked at a few things and Googled a few things, and according to popularity, Jada's book is not doing as good as one might have expected.
Good.
The
Good.
sales are trash. So it makes one wonder
Oh, you saying it's a sniper.
if she needed to spark
Yeah.
something else to get that book another lifeline.
It's just, dude, to see another
Coincidentally,
grown man, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead.
coincidentally, I was just saying what you're saying. Coincidentally, that this breaks when her sales are plummeting with her book, and now you know what I'm saying. She called it, phone a friend,
Oh, yeah.
make a millionaire. You
Oh
know what I'm
my
saying?
God.
Phone a friend,
Yeah.
put the little heartbeat pump into that book to see if some of those juicy stories or anything like that is within that book.
Yeah, yeah. And back to your man. I might punch that motherfucker. Sitting there with that tight ass shirt
On
on.
site,
Oh
on
yeah,
site.
he was giving him the he was getting. I'm just like, dude, you used to be with this dude like this, hanging with this man. You were supposed to be. Now, this is another thing. Former assistant. Why you get fired, my boy?
Why you ain't there again, my boy? Are you scoring, my boy? Was you
Okay,
catching feelings, my boy?
okay, because he seemed to, whatever. But
Scoring. He has scoring
like,
energy.
like, that's
He
what I'm saying. Yeah.
he had scorned energy because he's
Oh
spilling the
my
tea. But you
God.
think about it, that type of information, divulging that type of information,
Hmm.
that is bitch nigga shit
Hmm.
in so many ways because it's like always look at it. Certain things that men do to men to get back, and there's things that women do to women to get back.
Hmm. Yeah.
There's things that women do to men and men do to women.
Same thing.
Certain things,
Uh-huh.
especially if it's a physical action, right?
Uh-huh.
If my tires got slashed and my car got keyed and my windows got bust out, is that a dude doing that or a female?
Yeah, man, cut it out. Cut it
I'm
out.
just asking.
You
That's a
know what
fair
it is.
question to ask.
Yeah, yeah.
You
You
see
know
what I'm
what it is.
saying?
It's a
Yeah,
good.
it's a girl. It's 100% girl. If somebody's out there putting out information and lie and deceit, saying that he was sleeping with this and sleeping with that. That's female stuff that they do
Yeah.
to get back at a male partner in some aspects. Most
Mhm.
dudes, that's on
Yeah,
sight. They
yeah,
throwing
yeah,
knuckles. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yada
yeah,
yada
yeah,
yada. You just a bitch ass nigga. I don't fuck with
yeah,
niggas like that. So when I see him, it's gonna be on sight when I
yeah,
see him.
yeah.
He ain't gonna
Suck
he ain't gonna. Hey
this.
man, yeah, hey dog, there go Bobby's car. Let's go key it. I
Hey,
can't even. I can't even
this,
stop.
that's that nigga Bobby Car. Give me my blade, man. And slash this nigga tires like what? Come on,
I got him.
man. Oh, you're
Now
right
he's
though, man. You're
inconvenienced.
right. You're right. So,
So it
but
makes you wonder if he had some type of inner animosity or inner feelings that's caused him to divulge
could
such
be
information and just give some behind the door stuff. Pause.
literally.
Figuratively, about what that man is doing and what made him just start just talking. Something triggered him to do that. Something pushed him to the point to either make up these false allegations or spread truths.
Okay, but all right. You
I
know
don't
what? Let's
know.
stop talking. The hell with them. Will, dude. He's getting dog piled. Pause. I ain't saying that shit. He's getting dog piled right now and hasn't said a word, man. Like
Yeah, but he post he
it's
posts
like he
posts
feels
little
like the world is
TikToks.
against. Hmm?
He posts TikToks talking about how he's not bothered, how his phone. They had a TikTok after Jada said that you know had all this stuff when her book dropped and she was going on that press junket,
Yeah, yeah,
talking about the book and all
yeah.
this and how she this and how she that, and how Will was unbothered by all that. He put out like a little 5 6 second little TikTok about how he was unbothered by all of that that's going on, all the noise, yada yada yada. But me, at some point,
Boy, what the hell you
you
looking
go
for?
on. No, it's just
Oh,
at some point you're going to want to defend yourself
yep,
as an
yep,
individual. Not even so much as a man. You're going to you gonna want to try to right that ship or say, hey, this is where I am, this is where I stand, and this, that, and the third. Instead of just just letting
And I
that just go
always
out there like that.
say, like I always say, they don't owe people anything. They don't owe anybody an apology, explanation, or no shit like
They don't
that.
know nobody
But
nothing.
but it comes to a point like now, dude, you got to stick up for yourself. Period. You got to say
You got
something.
to. You getting drugged in the streets, my
Fuck
boy.
all the subs. Say something, bro. Protect your
You
name.
getting drugged in the streets, my
Willard.
boy, because you.
I don't know why your daddy was Willard. I never got that same name as your daddy shit, but whatever. I ain't this is weird to me, Junior. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, let
Whatever.
this man. Whatever.
Yeah, so it's crazy that the position that society has put them in and where they stand right now, and how everybody is wondering what the fuck is going on, but it's not our business to be told, and it's just that's going to be the hottest topic going into 2024. What Jada did the last quarter of 2023, and then Jada Pinkett Smith out there. You saw this last one when TMZ asked her some questions, and then they was outside with the camera. Yeah, they said that she was trying to hold back that spit, trying to look like Tupac when he had the Red Wings thing on that bandana.
Oh man, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Video. She was like, they paused it like all she wanted to do was let some saliva just come out those little that weird little face of hers.
Man,
she wanted some saliva to leak up out of that face. She said she tapped into her inner Tupac.
Man, I wish you let that man rest in peace. I really do. Let that man rest in peace, man.
And then you can go even further when you got Willow talking about she missed Tupac. She wasn't even alive when I do. She wrote a letter to Tupac.
What? This too much.
She wrote a letter to Tupac talking about she missed him. Never met the man.
And why is Jada so in love with a rapper that was an actor that wasn't a thug? You got that. You got that. That's Will. He's a rapper. He's an actor, and he was not a thug, just like Tupac was not a thug. Just because you start going to jail when you get famous doesn't make it. That makes you dumb.
That makes you dumb. That means you had the opportunity to make correct decisions and you chose not to. You see what I'm saying? He was in what did he go to like art school or some shit
with Jada,
arts and all this other kind of stuff. Yeah. We saw the video clips of them dancing and stuff to Will Smith music, back then Fresh Prince music. They had a little video of them dancing to it.
Yeah, but like being ignorant doesn't make you a thug. You know what I'm saying? Like just saying dumb shit, doing dumb shit, and acting wild doesn't make you a thug. You're rich. Why would you even want to take on this persona?
You're rich.
Get that shit. You got the dollars, daddy.
You're okay, bud.
Speaking of daddy, boy, Puff.
Well, that transition was fire.
You saw
that transition though. I don't know. I'm gonna put some clips though. Let me go ahead and type that in.
He's a little
that transition.
Yeah.
So I got the docket pulled up. United States District Court, Southern District of New York. Cassandra Ventura, plaintiff, v. Sean Combs, Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Records, Epic Records, Combs Enterprises, LLC, and DOE Corp. 1-10.
Hold on. He going after every company?
Everything that falls under his name, she's tapping into everything. Everything that falls under
a lawyer,
Combs Enterprises.
Yeah.
Combs. But here's the crazy thing. Right before you get into the docket itself, it says trigger warning. This document contains highly graphic information of a sexual nature.
I didn't even get down that far. Whoa.
So this is the header, including sexual assault. This is the header. Right. But then they got some bullet points up under there of you slide down to paragraph 3 of the preliminary statement. You slide down to paragraph 3. The truth, however, is that Cassie, Miss Cassandra Ventura, was held down by Mr. Coombs and endured over a decade of his violent behavior and distributed demands. For Miss Ventura, the dark times were those that spent trapped by Mr. Coombs in a cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking. Among them, the violent and awful acts. She said she was raped in her own home after she tried to leave, often punched, beat, kicked, stomped. She blew up a man's car, Kid Cudi. She told Kid Cudi
Kid
that she gonna
Cudi.
blow his car up and then blew up
And
his
Kid
car.
Cudi said, yeah, his car did
He
something happened to
vouched.
his car in the driveway. Yeah.
Yeah, vouched for that. Forced her to engage in sexual acts with male sex workers while he fondled the glizzy and filmed the encounters. Demanded her to carry a firearm in her purse, introduced her to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse
And stuff.
that required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addiction. That's just the header. And then it goes down. It's 35
That's
pages of this
crazy. So,
of,
but
of,
but
of
this is
information.
civil, not criminal, right?
Civil, not criminal.
Okay.
Which
right.
is what to me it's kind of alarming. You know what I'm saying? If it's a civil
Mhm.
case, I don't speak law or understand law, right? Because usually, what I have seen, that usually civil cases follow criminal cases,
Mhm.
right?
This might go the other way.
When the criminal fall, when the criminal cases don't prosper,
No civil,
then
right?
they go civil to go for the bag, to go for the money.
Mhm.
This just to me, it just seems odd that they're going civil first. To me,
Yeah,
that's just
that
me. It
makes
just
sense
seems odd.
because states sometimes will just pick up a case. Like
Mhm,
even if you're not, the plaintiff or whatever, they'll just pick the case
mhm.
up. So this getting out and people seeing all this shit, dude. This is a lot of this shit is why R. Kelly is never getting out of jail.
Oh, he ain't never getting out of jail.
No, like a
His
lot of
name
this shit that's in
when
that
he
damn docket.
yeah, when R. Kelly gets his demise, his name's still gonna be serving time.
Man, he's a got him.
Yeah,
But
his
that's
name gonna be
crazy.
serving time. But
Who
yeah,
would have ever
it's
thought?
crazy though, the detail. But like it's always said, man. It's funny because I saw some clips of Danny Kane, Dawn, talking about that they knew all this stuff was happening, that they
Yeah.
seen all of this stuff that was happening.
Oh,
Nobody's surprised, and nobody's coming to Diddy's defense. Everybody's coming to support Cassie. What makes me wonder, what type of people do you keep in your circle that you see these actions occurring and you're not doing anything to prevent it? Are they
and
scared that
not
he
only
has his
that,
pulse on the industry?
yeah, and not only that. Now everybody's running to, I don't want to say running to Cassie's aid or like they're swaying towards her way. Like, so nobody ever wanted to cross him before. Now they don't care. What's going on? Was he trying to buy something? Was he trying to do something big? Like,
I don't know. I told you it must felt like he back in those times. This is 2012, and the thing
mm,
is, we say between 2009 and 2012.
yeah, because
So I kind of
she
yeah,
was
she was still
19, he
young.
was 37,
Yeah,
18
yeah,
years.
yeah, and she
I think
was to the
anything over
point
10 is fucked up.
sketch. It's anything over 10 is weird because I could make it crazy. I'll be thinking crazy stuff when you put it in that perspective. Anything over 10 is
Hmm.
weird. It's like you're 10 years, you're a 10-year-old little boy, and then
Yep.
your neighbor have a baby,
Yep.
and you holding that baby.
Hmm. Or take it up 10 more. You're 18. She's 8. It's disgusting. And
Ew,
that's just 10. And I'm
ew,
cool with 10.
ew.
But I'm saying, okay, think about it like this. If
But
she's
it's
19, dang, he's 29. That's not bad. Okay,
right.
20. He's 30. You know what I'm saying? Like as you get a little older, it's better. They're so young that in 18 years, I put my leg.
And at that, when you look at that, it's different when you look at the brackets of it, right? So
Hmm.
even if you take it to where it's different when you're 50 and they're 40, it doesn't seem as crazy. But when you're 18 and that child is 8, that seems crazy.
Yeah.
So it's about how you break it down between the
Yeah.
dynamics of those age brackets means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Not that you see that child and you're 18, that child is 8, you're like, oh man, 20 years from now and
Don't
10 years
don't
from
do
now.
it. Don't
It's
do it.
crazy. It's sick. Sick.
But that's crazy. That's crazy, man. And you got to think, where are her parents? Because I always say that. Like that's like just talked about R. Kelly. That was a lot of the problem. What the hell were the parents doing? And come on, let's just tell the truth. We knew what he was doing from the first little incident and episode. How did it
Hmm.
happen? How could it happen? How was it able to
How
happen
could
again?
how did it get to that point? But Grant, it's also she was 18, so her parents didn't need to be there. If you want to look at it in that aspect of it, because in the eyes of the law means you're an adult. But
Right?
18, there's
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
18-year-old adults out there really running the
No.
streets
No. No. No.
at
No.
all. No, I have 18-year-olds,
And I'm
and I
telling you,
can tell
man,
you,
I didn't meet him. Well, whatever. Met that dude, man. Like we're actually like the same size, height, build, and
mm,
every damn thing. Man, he was with Kim. I made a live video on Facebook telling this story because I
mhm.
just had to tell it. But I was almost about to speak, but like he turned around and saw me. They were at I'm sorry, they were at Nordstrom's. Was it Nordstrom's? No, Saks in the jewelry department, and I was working security. By the back door.
Mhm.
And they were closing up, and they came in, and him and Kim laughing, playing, joking around the jewelry section, whatever. And he saw me standing by the door. You know what I'm here for. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to. That motherfucker turned around, looked at me up and down, and then like I wasn't even there. 'Cause I was about to speak. I said, "Motherfucker, all right."
This is who you
Ain't
are.
like that motherfucker since. And that was '05. That was '05.
Still been sitting on
So,
that shit for 18 years.
yeah.
18
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, man.
All
Joker.
it takes is one time. All it takes is one time for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One time.
Yeah.
And it's always it makes you wonder about this industry, man, that so many people say that they're not surprised. I'm like, is Holly weird that weird? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gotta
Yeah.
be. Because all these people are not surprised, not shocked, coming on her defense. Then where was this defense at when the shit was happening? Young Jock told the story of how Diddy made her shave the side of her head. He was
He
there.
did that bullshit.
He was there when she said that
It was
Diddy
kind of
made her
cute
shave the
though,
side of her.
but still, that's her choice.
He's like, he was there, and he said he was like, what the hell? Then why didn't you? If you felt some type of way, maybe you felt like it wasn't your place to say something. Because some certain relationships, it's not your place to say things.
Let me ask you something, or let me show you a little something. All the bad shit that's happening around us. We'll start with the big one, Biggie, Shine, damn near J Lo's career.
Mhm.
Uh, uh,
Black Rob,
Black. Thank you. G Dep,
Craig Mack, G
Greg
Dep,
Mack, Danny Kane, Mace.
Day 26, Mace,
They do. Do you see where we're
Carl
going with
Thomas,
this, man?
Carl Thomas. The
Carl
list can go.
Thomas.
The list can go on and on and on.
You know what I'm
On and
saying?
on.
The party, the first big party he threw, the girl got trampled and got killed in New York. Was it New York or was he in college? I think he was in college. But you know what got me?
Probably Hampton and Howard.
You know what
But
got me though? That last Biggie doc when they were
mm,
talking to Miss Wallace and
right.
they said Puffy's name. She said, Puffy. I said, ooh, you ain't never like this fucking
She never liked that dude, man.
uh, island
She
mom,
never had
dude.
no.
She was so well, you know,
Yeah.
it was in her face, dude. It was in her face. I said,
Mm,
whoa, she hates
you gotta say
this
a word.
motherfucker. Yeah,
You ain't
when
gotta
she
say a
did it,
word.
I said, ah,
Oh,
she, I know
oh.
you used to get all that shit.
Oh yeah, they ain't gotta say a word. We just the
Uh,
mannerisms, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cut you deep,
hmm hmm
slice you down, boy. The
but
mannerisms get you every time.
nothing good has really happened around. Okay, it's been some good stuff. Maybe he's done some good things, but I'm talking about as far as entertainment for mostly the big acts that got him to where he is. Look at them, dude. Most of them dead.
Or just not
One
making
just
nothing. One
got
album,
out of jail.
one album, drop one album, ain't heard from him again. You know what puffy artist do you know of right now that's had longevity? Thank you.
Okay, that was quick.
None had longevity.
hmm
They drop one album and then they're done. Something happened. What's the other guy named? The one that was a Muslim.
Loon.
Loon.
Yep.
That's the other
Dude,
one.
nothing good happens around that dude. From what we see, nothing good happens around that dude.
Yeah, it's like I don't
And then the
I don't
one
know.
lady, you saw her talking about Kim. Like Kim had some
Mhm.
stuff going on, and that's probably why. Oh,
The only artist I can really look when I go through my Rolodex of hip hop understanding and encyclopedia in my brain, the only artist that is and still relevant is because they left him off of Bad Boy. They left Bad Boy Records. They left Diddy and Bad Boy Records, and they have blown up and is still a success right now. Will sell out a concert. You're gonna know who I'm talking about.
Mary J. No,
Mary
well,
J.
that was Uptown. She didn't never
She
really
signed.
go to
She
that,
signed. She
but
signed her first album was through Bad Boy Records. Her first album.
I thought
What's
that
the
was Uptown.
411? What's the 401? Because Uptown and Bad Boy Records was the same people. Because when
Andre fired his ass.
yeah, he was still with Uptown Records, but then he started that whole Bad Boy. Because if you look at his credits, I think on the back of her album, let's see if I can pull up. You know the what's the 411?
Oh, Mary
And
J.
just
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
what's the
That
411?
that's oh, Mary J. That's all I can say.
Mary J. Blige. They probably gonna give me no graphics. Uptown Records.
But I believe you probably right because he was with Andre and he fired him. So it only makes sense because he had
Yeah,
Jodeci and all, you know.
yep, yeah. Then he fired him because we
hmm
came out. She was with Puffy, and then he fired her from Uptown Records because that's
Right.
Puffy's artist. Mary J was Puffy's artist.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Yep, Mary
Ooh,
J was Puffy's
gracious good
artist, and
life.
then it did release on Uptown Records, but she was Puffy's artist first.
Yeah, they had her Father MC, Jodeci, Puff. Yeah, 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 man.
Crazy.
You're right. She is the only one.
The
She
only
is
one that
the
guy
only
from up
one.
under that guy from up under his thumb,
Yeah,
and has been a
yeah,
consummate success ever since. Could
yeah.
sell out a concert venue,
Mhm.
in a heartbeat. You see what I'm saying?
That's
So it's just
crazy.
it's just
I never thought about that. I just thought about all the bad. See?
because she gone.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
got away from that. You see what I'm saying? That toxic,
I like
and it's always, and that's always, everyone always knew that. If you know anything about hip hop and the history of Bad Boy Records, you see what I'm saying? It's nothing but drama has came out of that.
yeah.
Nobody, did he try to do Bad Boy South? When Young Jock with Bad Boy
No,
South?
man, yeah, that's just
You
I
remember
think
that?
8 Ball of MJG too.
Bad
Terrible,
Boy, yup.
terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That was terrible.
Dropped one album and it was done. So
That's
yeah, it's crazy. Everyone had one and done, or they had an album that had a weak release that didn't do
yeah.
nothing.
But
You see
if
what I'm saying? So
just a quarter of this stuff is true, this girl is talking about. First of all, she's not. She's married to the trainer that Puff hired for her. Yeah, I read that. I think I read it right. Hey, hey, but he said why I said that is because if like say all this is true, everything's true. If my girl told me some shit like that, I want motherfuckers to pay too. Now I ain't talking
Mhm.
about just bread. If it ain't even bread, you going to jail for what the fuck you did. Like
Jail time.
that would piss. I think they got 2 kids. Like that's his wife.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
That's white boy.
maybe
That ain't no
yeah,
hookup.
she finally just came out and told him, or maybe it's been leading up to this, and he just like, man, fuck him. He deserved to pay
It's
too, like anybody else.
it's crazy because me and my wife was talking about this whole Diddy thing, and always every time let me get my words together so I can make it make sense. Nothing gets under my nothing gets under my skin more than when people are judgmental of people in abusive relationships.
Yeah,
It drives me crazy when people are
yeah.
judgmental about that because you don't understand if you're not living it in that moment,
Mhm.
then how can you critique what you would do?
Right.
It's easy to say what you would do or how you would handle a situation when you're not in it.
Mhm.
So that's why
Outside
I
looking in.
try outside looking in. I can't stand when people say, "Well, if that was me, I'd have got
Yeah,
my shit and got
yeah,
the hell up out of
yeah,
there."
yeah,
Motherfucker, is you in that situation right now?
yeah,
Are you living
yeah.
that truth right now? Are you living that? Are you living that dark episode of your life
Mm-hmm.
right now? Is that who
Mm-hmm.
you are? So when
Because
people
it's
start
easier said than
judging,
done, man. Yeah.
it is absolutely easier said than done. To the point where when you read some of this docket, how she left him and would go back to him and would leave him and go back to him.
Rock on.
It's crazy, man. You've seen too many stories of women and probably men that have went back to their abuser for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
Multiple reasons I'll never understand, but I will never judge it because that's not my place to judge
Yeah.
that. I can wish that that person would be in a better position. I can hope that they get to a point to where they can make a decision that's right
Mm-hmm.
for them.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? They can get out of certain situations, but I'm not going to tell them what I would do.
Right. Right. And again, like I said, we're on the outside looking in. We can speculate all damn day, but I'm actually saying me. If I was her husband, he got to pay, bro. I'm sorry. You don't get to do that, man. You don't get to do that.
Mm, yeah, because I'm
That's
telling you, man,
crazy shit in that docket. If that shit is true, are you serious, man? You got daughters, my
I'm just
man.
I'm scrolling through this, man, and what he would when she talked about a sex trafficking thing, he had this thing that he called fuck offs, right? And that's when he would bring male prostitutes to the crib to have sex with her while he videotaped it. He called them fuck offs, and he would hold that footage over her head.
What in the dude? That's
Yeah, and then
that's
and then
criminal
she would,
shit.
yeah, 100% scripture. And then she said that she would try to get hold to it and delete it. She said one time she had deleted the stuff, got hold to it, and then he still had copies of it. So she said that she couldn't even delete the footage and all this other kind of stuff. Fuck offs. And he would sit
What?
there and pleasure himself to where even to the point where he would make her watch them after the fact.
What? Dude,
Yeah, fuck
this
offs.
this shit could turn criminal easily.
Yeah, talking about
Somebody get a wild
voyeurism.
hair.
Yeah, it's like you go down to like it's like in the yeah, freak not freak off. freak off. Sorry, I said fuck offs. Freak off. Same shit.
Same shit.
It's not at point 80. Mr. Coombs began to call the arrangement a freak off or FO. He would repeatedly tell Miss Ventura at random moments that he wanted a FO. And Cassie was eventually expected to facilitate the location and hiring of the male sex workers, the FOs, freak offs. Yeah, man.
Where do you even get male prostitutes? That's a
I
thing.
don't know, man.
People paying for D. I don't believe that. Can't get
That
his
is-
motherfucker away.
No, that shit is crazy, man. This is crazy. It goes so much. It goes into so much detail. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna scroll down to
Dude, I'm looking at
35.
your eyes while you reading, and it shit is cracking me up. Because when you get
There are
to some
100
shit, they get big as fuck.
There are 190 bullet points on these 35 seats.
I'm
190.
not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the situation, not the situation, but what you say. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I just read the first 2 pages. I'm like, man, what the debauchery? I had to
Yeah,
clean my
190
eyes out.
points. And the thing, it just again, me and my wife discussed this stuff. You know, trying to get it from a woman's perspective.
Me and Monique
She
talked about
said,
it too.
and knowing that who Puffy is, he gonna pay it off. He gonna give something. He gonna settle out of court to prevent this from going to, uncovering, turning the lights on and watching the cockroaches flee.
Because what she wanted, 30 million.
Mhm.
I like that. That's a nice solid number,
Very specific number.
isn't it?
Very specific.
Isn't it?
$30 million.
Isn't it, bro?
Not 50. not a hot bank day.
Yeah.
Not a bank day.
Strange.
That 30 is very specific.
And there, if all this is true, there's no amount. That's trinkets.
There's no amount that can justify the torture and the harm that this woman is saying that she went through. I'm just saying it's saying because the laws of the United States, everybody's guilty and proven until proven is. So there's nothing that she can say.
What?
Nothing that she would deserve to go.
Oh, everybody's
innocent until proven guilty. I said guilty until proven
you said it right. No, I think you said it right.
innocent. Yeah, everyone's innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, but
God forbid
you know what I mean.
this is. God forbid this stuff is true, because if it is, man, that's a catalyst for surviving P. Diddy.
Ooh, you saw me take a drink of that.
Surviving Diddy.
Man, dude, and I swear, dude, everybody knows my disdain for him, but I don't want no shit like this. You know what I'm saying?
Because they're gonna hit Diddy up, and then Trey Songz gonna follow suit.
Oh, man, Trey, they got Trey Songz. Fuck out of here. Trey Songz like, I'm good.
Yeah, Trey Songz be out there in them streets, boy. The stories the industry be saying about Trey Songz.
Yeah,
I'm like, God, it's funny. They make you think, you don't think nothing, because again, it's like when we first started the pod, we were talking about people are people. The money don't make you, above being a fool.
Yep.
The money gives you more resources. The money gives you more resources to do foolish shit.
There you go.
It gives you resources.
You can really get down.
You can really have them freak offs with a multitude of motherfuckers and afford it. You can really, they had in one of these points, pay off hotels to hide footage and shit like that. You can pay off people. Yeah. The money allows a lot of people turn a blind eye. Well, money's involved. Money talks, man. It's literally the root of all evil.
Right. And not only that, man, it's so many. It's sad to say though. people that are willing to do this, and you don't have to force them to do shit. You can still have
What?
your freak offs.
What?
You gonna put it on your main, like your girl, your
You get a bag of weed and some Casamigos.
man. Come on, what freak off? Carry stuff out. Ain't no
Bag of
damn
weed and
way,
Casamigos.
man.
Shit. A little hand, and I'm making
What?
sin.
Listen, back. Oh well, I tell you this. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I don't give a fuck where he's from. He ain't prison material. I know that.
Oh no.
I know that. He ain't
no.
got that in him. I mean, I don't even have that shit in me, but I know he ain't got
But still, the thing about that is that he ain't cut from that cloth.
Mm-mm.
We're fed out.
Just because you grew up in a poor area don't make you tough.
Exactly. It's instances. It's things. It's a plethora of things that can cause, you to be like, oh shit. You see what I'm saying?
Hell
You
yeah.
get up in the pen and you be walking around with your finger cooked on somebody's belt loop.
Man, buy your ass for a pack of cigarettes. Do they still even do that?
Out
I
there-
don't know. We got that
out
off
there
of Scared Straight. I don't know.
out there hand washing a grown man drawers.
I'm just saying. Air drying.
Air dry-
You standing up again? I told you to pee when you sit down.
Sit there, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, man.
Well,
I don't know, man.
tell you what. Once again, as usual, I feel sorry for the kids all the way around, both ways, both families.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Sorry for the
Because
kids.
because at this age and in their point, because I think she has a couple kids with this new guy. Did she have kids with Diddy? I don't know.
No.
She got kids with the new man she's with, right?
Yeah, with her husband. Yeah.
Yeah, with her husband. So at the end of the day, it's gonna mess with that the lifeline of what these kids see, because that stuff is going to, especially depends on I don't know their ages or what they're hearing or what their parents are talking about in that regard. But it always goes back to how it affects the children, how it affects the family, the marital unit, because I guarantee and I hope that he's supporting his wife while she goes through this. You know what I'm saying? Because it can unearth a lot of secrets and not a lot of things that were tucked away, and because she's going to go through a lot of reliving those
Pandora's box.
It's going to open up. She's going to live those instances, and he's going to have to be that strong, supportive husband to get her, through this, not past it, because it's always going to be carried with her, but to get her through the moment, to see that you can, that granted no money can take away the trauma that she's allegedly been through.
Yeah, and that's why I say I would be so hard on her to go. You know what I'm saying? I know it's not my choice, and like you said, you can't say how you would feel, but as a spouse, no, do what you got to do to that motherfucker. That's bullshit.
Run that motherfucker through the ringer, my boy.
Man. Right.
Run that mug through the ringer, man, and try to get what you can get out of this, because this is a bunch of shit.
It's shit.
A bunch of shite. So, lady, do what you got to do, and Will, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell you. I can't say things like get a hold of your girl and you better check her and all this other kind of stuff.
In check.
You put her in check, my guy, because she out there wilding. She out there wilding, man.
Yeah.
She out there wilding. And
this would have been standing on hot center blocks a long time ago. No, I'm just
he needs to tell his side of the story. Or tell his truth.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
saying?
I know you don't owe anybody anything, but dude, stand up for yourself. You're Willard Smith.
Willard.
Actually,
might act as such, man, and get you, and then some information ain't don't need to be shared, man. And I don't crave that type of attention to where I need to share the ups and downs and ins and outs of my
right,
relationship with people.
right,
You see what I'm
right.
saying? It's not nobody's business what happens in my household.
That's right. That's right.
And that's just part of this part of how I live. It's nobody's business. We if we're in great times or bad times, it's nobody's business.
Bluetooth
Because once you put your business,
Bluetooth connected.
once you put your
Yeah.
huh?
Oh, that was.
I'm like,
Okay.
who the hell done slid up in here?
I'm on the
Who the
Bluetooth.
hell,
Yeah,
who the hell
you
is
fucking up
Bluetooth?
the show.
Yeah, it's nobody's business
It's not.
because all it does is open up people's judgment. You
Yep.
put your business out there
And
like
we're
that.
so enamored by them, you know,
Mhm.
that we gotta know everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Dude, we know what we know because your people put the shit out, or it gets out of your camp, or hell, you put it out in Jada's case. So we're watching the show. We're
Mhm.
gonna watch the show.
We're
Everybody
going to
loves a
watch the show.
goddamn train wreck.
Everybody likes the trend. We're going to watch the show.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to see what's going on. So get it together, my boy.
Mm, mm. Come on. Yeah, man. I guess that about does it for us. You ain't sipping on nothing tonight?
Yeah, man. No, man. I got me my little seltzer water, man. I was spent a couple days in Palm Coast, Florida with my Dukes. Went down and hung out with her for a little while. So me and the wife just got back off the road today. So I'm sipping on water.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my
Oh,
water
y'all must have
intake
been
right.
doing it.
No, not really. I just try to get my water intake right. My mom was making all that Jamaican food, making a lot of rich food and stuff. So I'm making some more water. Yeah, she was making the red snapper, the rice and peas, and fried cabbage, and salt
I ain't
fish,
even
and
big on
yams.
fish like that, but everything else, oh God. Oh.
So she made that red snapper with them peppers on it, boy. And then she in Florida, so that red snapper was thick.
That's what I'm
Man.
saying.
I ain't never
I'm
seen a red
willing to
snapper.
try. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, 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 really good, and it's just the bring you back the memories of moms. Because nothing
Yeah.
beats that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was good to hang out with her for a while down there. Plus, get away from us. Have my
I
daughter
always
come up
wondered,
here.
yeah. How did she end up in Detroit?
It's funny because she had a work visa. She moved
Okay.
to Detroit, and she had with a work visa. This is in this is in 60 something, 1960 something. She had moved to Detroit, and back then she had a work visa, and then you get a family to sponsor you, and then you can stay over there. So she was working for a family. She was just cleaning the house like a housemaid, cleaning the house and watching the kids and all that other kind of stuff. And they got sponsored. Then she ended up staying in the United States, staying in Detroit. Yeah,
great.
my mother didn't become a citizen. Where was I at when my mother became a citizen? I think my mother didn't become a citizen of the United States in the year 2000. She became a citizen of the United States.
Wow. And the craziest shit is I find it so fascinating because I, in the 40 something years I've known your ass, I have never heard you speak patois. Ever. Not a damn word.
Not
Not even
nada.
crazy. And I know you can.
Not there, not a word. It's funny. It's funny because where I was raised up and how I was raised and the people I was around is different when you're around just normal flat English speakers, right? So I'm gonna say it like that. It's not because English. That's why it's just a dialect. It's English. It's just a dialect of English.
It is.
Spinoff. It's a spinoff of English.
I like it way
variant.
better. Yeah,
it's like a variant. Right. So it's the same thing. Just certain words just pronounced a little bit different. But it's just under the understanding aspect is easy to understand. You see what I'm saying? But when it's different because your tongue adjusts when you're deep in the element and everybody's around you is in that element. And it's weird how the body and the mind works when everybody around you is speaking patois. And then
it seems like it's a goddamn about to be a damn fight. But y'all just talking about how much y'all miss each other. You love each other. It looked like you're about to kill each other when you're talking. What's wrong?
So you like you about to whip somebody ass. I
Man,
love you
bruh,
too.
it's
I love you too.
crazy. It's crazy. Intense. I love that shit though. I love it.
Yeah, man. I'm
love
pretty sure I know there's a lot of Jamaicans in Atlanta.
it.
Jamaica's a lot. It's a lot of Jamaicans in Atlanta. I got cousins down there, man.
Yeah.
A couple cousins that stay off Terra Boulevard down there in Atlanta.
Oh, they in
Jonesboro.
Stockbridge, Jonesboro. I'm sorry.
Jonesboro. Yep,
Yep.
Jonesboro. Yeah,
Yep.
in that realm. So yeah, I got like
Yep.
3 cousins that stay down there. 4.
Don't pray for them.
Yeah, so it's Atlanta, so we gotta have Atlanta pod one day so I can tell you my feelings
Man,
on
come on.
Atlanta.
Come on. Come on. You need to bring your ass here. Let's do it.
I know, man. I'm telling you, because I already gave the wife the heads up about
Mhm.
the draft.
Come on. Come on.
Hopefully, I got something for you. I say hopefully.
Oh, Mr. Gentleman. If I'd have known you were doing that, I'd have got mine.
Hopefully, when the
I'm
Super
just
Bowl
saying.
come around,
I'm just saying.
because I know they're
Just
gonna
saying.
play it. I know they're gonna play it at the stadium. I know they're gonna play it at Little Caesars
Yeah,
on the
I
jumbo.
know everybody gonna be talking shit because I got on the Falcons hat, but just matched the
Don't
shirt.
get it twisted.
But anyway,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, them boys could do that. Don't play with me, man. Why
Don't play with
shouldn't
me,
we have
man.
hope? We ain't never had it before. Shit.
Hell yeah,
I'm
why
with it.
not?
I'm saying.
Why not? You
I'm
see what I'm
saying.
saying? Every game is a big game going forward. Every game is a big game going forward. So,
Mhm.
I'm just excited about that. But yeah, man, we gotta get back, yeah. Shit is
Hey,
good,
yeah,
my
get
guy.
your ass out there, man. Y'all just stay here right here at the house. And we just get it in. You can show
Yeah,
me all the shit I'm doing
that'll be
wrong
fire.
that's driving you crazy.
It'll be fire, my guy. It'll be fire. Definitely, man.
Yeah.
And it's always a pleasure chatting with you, my guy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And then until we do it again. What do you got to say?
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all. Like, subscribe, share, and let's get this thing popping, man. This is for
Let's
us.
get this thing
I
popping, my
promise
guy.
you. Y'all,
Plus, all day.
you're gonna be
All day.
surprised. Let's get it popping. It's for us.
Exactly. It's for all the dope boys and dope girls and everybody, all the extended families of said so individuals.
Yes, sir.
My boy.
Peace.
Peace.